Hello guys! How is everyone today? Hopefully everyone is going to ride today. I'll probably need to get off my bike for a little while before the ride, because we are going to be testing new saddle for my wife. It's the one that the Wahoo Kickr Bike Pro came with, and I thought since that is technically a better saddle than what she had, I might put it on and see if it's better than what it was last week, but it might need some adjustment, so we will see. Ja. Asi máš výbavu v koši. Mm-hmm. So I needed to sign her up for the ride. Hopefully the microphone is well. I've rewatched the stream from last week from the race, and I thought that it was like too echoey. Probably some settings got messed up there. But it should be alright by now. So I'll post the link to the live streams to... Oh, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to post a link to Discord. No v tom vypraném. Give me a second, guys. I'm back! You couldn't find some equipment. So hopefully the new saddle is going to be good for her. It's a little narrower, which I don't think is a bad thing. And it's tilted properly, and I think I tightened it well. So there is a little over 30 riders signed up, which is similar to last week. And I didn't even advertise this ride very much because it was quite a busy week. Now I want trash talk. I don't want to rub salt into Canadian wounds. Oh, it looks like. Hey, can you hear me? Can you see me? Oh, you can now. It looked like the camera was offline. I don't know. To se ale zvykneš. Ze strany na stranu.
To asi neví. Možná tady bych mohla jako třeba půlku.
Tady jo.
What? Ještě. Jo.
Nakloněný to jsou dobře? Tlačí tě někde?
Ještě na to kouknu. Že mi to zatáčí. No, možná to se... Nevím, přijde, že mi to jako stáčí mi to tam.
No, to je prostě.
No. Ještě. Už bylo to výrazně lepší. Jo.
No.
Asi jo. Se posledně hezky.
No, to je to. Hey Steven, how are you? Are you up for racing tomorrow in prime time? Hey Mark, how are you doing today?
Going to fight.
Yep. I won't trash talk, I promise. Mainly because it could backfire very quickly. Jo? Vidíš, jak to bude, ono to, že to sedlo je tvrdší, jako často neznamená, že je méně pohodlný, jako na delší tý, že to tolik neprosedíš, víš. Oh, I need to unlock my gradient simulation. Oh, man. Just maybe shoot me a message in the morning. How do you feel? Yesterday, I didn't feel like super well. My when I woke up, my aura ring was telling me like your resting heart rate is up, your HRV is down. So I was like, this sucks. But then I did 2 hour ride, and it was fine after. So I don't know. And are you signed up for the world tour? Are you doing it? I already signed up, but hoping to do it with you again. Hey everyone. So as always, if you are dropped for any reason, write as quickly as possible into the chat. We all slow down. Someone is going to get you, return you. Yeah, it starts on Saturday, next Saturday. We did fix the saddle. My wife actually has new saddle now, the one that was on the Wahoo Kickr Bike Pro, which is a physics saddle. It's actually a pretty good saddle, but it will depend if she feels comfortable with it. But it's tilted normally now. I believe I tightened the bolt sufficiently, hopefully. So we'll see. I'm not going to put my fans on. I have only the Psych Plus fan now, which basically turns itself on and adjusts the strength based on my heart rate, speed, and power, all combined. And it's actually really good, and I don't think I need more cooling when I'm not racing. When I'm racing, I will put the VAC Masters as well. So yeah, the World Tour starts next Saturday. If you didn't sign up yet, you can do so on Flamme Rouge Racing website. It's a really fun racing series, actually. You will gain a lot of fitness if you do it. You will hurt a lot, but it's a ton of fun as well. And since you are racing mostly the same people over and over again, you will get to know some really good riders. Is the sound good? I thought that on my last live stream the sound was pretty echoey, and I didn't like it. But it looks like the plugins that I have on my microphone got disabled, and I hopefully restarted them. Yep, milion co potřebuješ. A ten... Super. Jo. So if I'm counting correctly, there's over 20 people here. That's really nice turnout, considering that most people probably already have all those routes completed. Also, the fact that next week there is World Tour means that me and Steven won't be attending a ride like this, but by all means, feel free to organize one under the RoadtoA club flag. Actually, I will be really happy if you do so. If those rides live even without mine and Steven's presence, it's going to be incredible. So today's route is Cliff Heights. We've got 4 climbs back to back. It's the Mayan KOM, Itza KOM, the Great, and Epic KOM. And we are finishing on Mayan KOM again. This route really sucks when you are racing it. As always, you need to do at least 10 watts if you want to stay with the band. If you are dropped for any reason, say so in the chat, we will slow down. Someone is going to drop back and get you. I need more air pressure in my rocker plate. It's moving way too much. Hey Jeroen. Are you already, how do I say it, healthy? Sickless? Unfortunately, we already done Tour of Fire and Ice as a group ride. What's up, Simon? Jak to zatím to? Yeah, I've seen. I opened up the Strava and saw you did 100 miler casually on Saturday. Co?
Nedělej. Ty vybrouvej.
Zvláštní obě ty tlačítka na nich, že se to nějak nerestartne. To zetka, to zetko. No. Nevypnu, ne. Možná jenom. Xert prescribed you this sort of lunacy? I don't believe that. Such a mellow riding program. So tomorrow it is the last race of Tour de Zwift. It's going to be on the Richmond roller coaster, which technically isn't the hardest route of the whole series, but the problem with that route is the deciding passages are at the start. So you'll basically get into the herd zone right away. if you are racing that, strongly suggest you to watch Steven's recon video. Those are really good. Anyone wants to adopt a crazy Australian Shepherd? We could use one more, I think. $200 XSS. Yeah, I can see that. That's a good thing that we have like 9 days of recovery the next week. And to be fair, during FR races, there usually aren't those crazy VO2 max efforts. It's basically like death by 1,000 cuts kind of thing. And the World Tour, if we disregard Tricerta, which is 3-week long race, the World Tour is the hardest one from FR series because it's all hills. It's basically 8 stages of climbing. Day after day after day. There is like one stage that is only just hilly. That's the Neokyo all-nighter. And one stage which is like not that brutally climby, but the rest of them are insane. Literally the stage 3 is the Bologna climb as a time trial twice. That's like brutal 45-minute effort. Well, I feel like that for you, Steven, if Turvatopia had the rest during all stages, right? Since you were head and shoulders above anyone else. But this time, we are going to be racing in a single pen category. So we are not going to be abused by the CAPs. Actually, Steven might, because if Steven does well tomorrow, he might be actually forced to race in CAP. Which I don't like, but it's kind of funny, to be honest. Yeah, you are so close to CAP that I don't think throwing will actually help you either, because then you will just get promoted after stage 1 or anything or something. But man, if that happens, that means that you are officially dope. Not that you weren't until this point, but DRA stands for all those acronyms are based on different kinds of peppers. CAP stands for capsaicin. DRA, I believe, dragon pepper, maybe. CRP is Carolina Reaper. GHT is ghost pepper. So on and so forth. If you level up during tour, you get a penalty to your GC for each stage you were in the lower category. It's like, I believe, 30 seconds to your GC for each stage you were in the lower category. Climb time. Those two climbs at the start, I literally despise when racing. Especially the Itza climb is one where I always get dropped. You love them? It's been already 2 years. No. Yes? Really? Jesus Christ. Man, the Project 74 bike is so awesome. Can't wait to buy that one. I already have the specialized bikes leveled up. I just don't have the drops. I have about 450 Ks to go for level 3 on the Tron. So that is probably going to set me back a little bit in terms of drops. I've done the whole climb out of the saddle. The training is going really well in this regard. You mean game mechanics optimizers? There is a way for you to get the Tron sooner. I've got 2 videos on that. But it's super boring. No worries, Curtis. Get well soon. I love how the fan adjusts the power automatically. It's a feature I never thought I'd need it. Always thought it is sort of a gimmick. That's really nice. Yeah, it is the basically climbing up to the swing portion of the epic reverse and then going up and down. You can gain vertical meters way faster with this method, but it's super boring. Why am I keeping drafting boost? It's literally useless here. Křesí tím? Jo, kopsala. If I ask my wife about the saddle, the answer was, so far so good. So, fingers crossed. Oh, you guys got Super Bowl tonight, right? Well, that asks for some wings. Hey, Andre. I say Kickr Core 2 because it's twice as cheap. More than twice as cheap. Who dropped? Are you finished or? I'll bring him back. You go, guys. Okay. Looks like we are back. The one in the back is JV, so he's going to be back in no time. Yeah, that's Josh. He could probably start the route when we are in the halfway point and he would still catch up, I think. Alright, we are back together. You know, when I got the Kickr Core 2, I've had it under-report my power by about 4% compared to my Asioma pedals, but it fixed itself in like 3 rides. It was fine then. Tax Neo is supposed to be the high tier of trainers, but I've heard it's under-reporting too. I don't know if it's true. I didn't try it myself, but that's what I heard. Depends on your use. Yeah, now you can get the Kickr Core 2 for $399.99. That's half the price of the Tax Neo. Five to 6% compared to pedals. Also, you need to consider the possibility that the pedals might be wrong, right? Firstly, you need to have them set correctly, which is not that easy in itself. You need to have the crank length set. You need to have them torqued to correct torque. But also, ideally, you want to check them against other trainers as well. I would say if you are not like hardcore into racing, a little bit of power inaccuracy shouldn't bother you. Of course, if you are really competitive, then it matters. And also don't forget that vast majority of people have accurate units. What you see online is only the people that are dissatisfied. Gotcha. I don't think Psych Plus T3 is compatible with virtual shifting. I might be wrong. Van Rysel D100 is incredible value for money. But if you are a strong rider, you will find its limitations, because it can do only 600 watts. So of course, depends on what kind of rider you are. If you are just, if you are on Zwift to ride and to train and maybe do a race here and there, I would say Kickr Core 2 is now the best buy you can do. If you are heavy into racing, and I mean like heavy, like myself or Steven, or then you might want to invest in higher tier trainer. To jsem dělal Everest, teda na tom kopci. No, co teďka jedem? Je. Ne, to byl tohle. Tohle je druhá půlka toho. Casey coffee. Ale nevím, no, později se to pročí ještě. You know if the boosted ramps in New York City can be used for farm elevation? Not worth it, I think. Better do the swing method on the Epic RAM reverse climb. The ramps in the New York City, even if it's possible, and I'm not sure it is, it's like, what, 5 meters? Yeah, I think the Great is the hardest climb in the game, actually. But actually, it is the first climb we've done together, Steven. My eye is twitching whenever we get close. Andrei, I would say, in any case, get the bundle. Either you use the trainer or don't. If you don't, you can sell it and you will get the frame for less money than if you just bought the frame itself. If you get the frame through my link, the bundle, it's for $10.89, I believe, and you can easily sell the Kickr Core 2 for $350 when it's new, unboxed. But, you know, the Zwift ride frame is made to work with the Kickr Core 2, so if you decide to use it as a combo and sell the Tax Neo, that's a really good choice as well, in my opinion. Oh no, Freaky! Of course, yeah. The frame works incredibly with V6. Zwift Ride frame works really well with most trainers on the market. It doesn't work with Wahoo Kickr Move, or to be more to be exact, it works, but you need to lock the movement, and it doesn't work with the tags, not Neo, the higher one, because it cannot physically fit in there. Okay, I will probably pull for a little bit. Ci pare asi, normálně. No, teďka ještě 200 pade do konce. A pak jít cestou dolů na těch. To ne, jednou tolik. 470 bych typnul tak na konci. My wife basically asked the same question. Yeah, doing this thing 30 times in a row wasn't the best experience. I actually wouldn't recommend you Everesting here. Alp is going to be way better for that. Yeah, I did. About a week after it was released, I wanted to be the first to Everest it, but there were like 3 people before me. One of them was Franny, by the way. Who, by the way, Everested like 3 days before me, and then basically did the whole thing with me again. So she's done like 2 Everestings in 1 week. Steering won't really help you in a bandit ride. The discount is available until the end of the month. March 1st is the last day of the discount. Na hře je to 15, myslím. Tady v té zatáčce je to nejvíc. So now just a little bit more climbing to the Epic KOM top. And then we are basically done. We can coast until the finish line. I think this is the hardest series of climbs you can do here. Maybe if there was like radio tower at the top, it would be even worse, but yeah, at the end there's the Mayan KOM again, but that's like nothing. The last route of the FR World Tour, the Route 8, Stage 8, is on a route. It's called Quatch Quest, and it's firstly the Titans KOM, then the Epic KOM, and then the Alp. I'm really dreading that one. And not only for climbing outside, for riding outside as well. Whenever I return to outside riding after the winter season on Zwift, I pass everyone by just soft pedaling. Zwift makes you ripped, man. Someone dropped? Did you drop or finish? Yeah, this route has been changed, but it's been like year and a half, or yeah, year and a half. It's changed with the same patch. The grade was released. Okay, guys, I will drop for that. I will drop for that guy, or for whomever got dropped, to help them get back quicker. Will be nice tempo effort for me. Come on, man. Push, 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 push. Yeah, it will feel like a king. I can guarantee you that. Okay. Come on, man. We are fine. You can go. Oh no, we are not. I mean, I kind of understand it, because there are way more influential people who they can invite. People like, what's his name? Mark Cavendish. They're very kind, man. Jo, za fakt ten na té mapě ten modrý. Ten vrchol. Tohle. Of course it will transfer outside. Ale zapomnieć, że musisz šlapat, jo? So we have descent in front of us. Don't forget, you need to pedal. At least 10 watts. Otherwise, you will be dropped from the band. I know it is tempting to just coast. Don't do that. To byl jenom voda, to jsem nevěděl. So the first question you need to ask yourself is, why do you want more peak power? Is like being a sprinter something you strive for? You might, and in that case, I assume you are referring to low peak power on Exert. So you might want to engage in a training program that has a focus of sprinter. But then again, high peak power isn't necessary to be successful. Yeah, like Steven says, if you want to be successful on Zwift racing, 5 or 6 minute power training is going to be the best, because those are the efforts that are the most important on Zwift. And if you train for 5 minutes, you are also training for 2 to 5 minutes and like 5 to 10 minutes as well, just not as focused. So training for 5 minute power on Exert is probably the best for Zwift racing. Also the most difficult, I would say. But that's something, that's the cost. Because if you're training for 5 minute power, Zwift Exert gives you those really brutal intervals. For example, yesterday I'm engaged to 5 minute training program. And last night I was doing a training that was like 2 hours long, and there were like 15 intervals of 20 to 30 seconds at 500 watts. And that's brutal. But if you do 15 intervals at 500 watts, you don't have as much trouble hitting that kind of power during a race. My wife decided to do 350 watts downhill for some reason. But here it is important, guys, because otherwise it will take a year. Okay, maybe 15 watts per kilo isn't necessary here, but it was fun. especially during races. This kicker is where you can often get dropped. If you're racing in A, you need to do like 9 watts per kilo on this kicker, otherwise you're dropped. And if you do not know that beforehand, you are not expecting that. That's the tricky part. Even maybe 10, yeah. It needs to be a lot. But it's what makes the descending here fun, actually. Especially when there are people in the group who are not expecting that. You can prepare them a very nice surprise on this kicker.
Nice.
1 minute above 10 watts per kilo. Starting to get scared of you, man. I have a 15 seconds 15, but I don't think I would be able to do 10 for 1 minute. Oh, okay, okay. I was like, what? Y'all can do 800 watts for 1 minute. But it's also 70 kilos. But also, he's probably the best rider on Zwift currently, right? Maybe not. Ruben is probably better. But he's top 2. During the Richmond ZRL, he did like 785 for 1 minute. And afterwards he was like, oh, should have gone for a little more. Like, if that was the choice, right? I mean, it is for him, but... Do you think our 5 minute is nearing the peak? I don't think that, actually. I feel I can go beyond 5.5 eventually. Would there? I don't know. I mean, I basically done 5.5 on the box hill, and I was dropped. So I think if I was able to increase it to 6, I would be able to stay with the advanced front on this kind of climbs. Yeah, exactly. I think 6 watts per kilo on for 5 minutes is kind of a sweet spot for Zwift racing that we are doing right now. But also, if we try to go into ZRL eventually, I think even 6 might not be enough. Yeah, exactly what Josh says. I don't think Joel would be competitive in Pro Peloton because his power mainly comes from standing efforts, which obviously don't work outside for obvious reasons. Yeah, it will never be enough until we win. Then it is. Once I win advanced category, at least once, I'll say I have enough 5 minutes power. I might need to do like Sunday evening craze for that, but it will happen. I think 6 for 20 minutes. Oh, you're 6 for 20 minutes. Okay, never mind. I wanted to say that 6 for 5 minutes is like realistic. 6 for 20 probably isn't. Not anytime soon, anyway. But then again, in the last 8 months, we've been riding together with Steven. We've improved so much that basically whatever can happen. In May last year, I was in C, Steven was in B. Okay, Simon, have a nice day. Thank you for joining. Are you more arrow with those bips? Yeah, those categories were nice, but then again, we've been racing basically mixed categories anyway, so. But I miss my fall racing form. That was a hell of a ride. What? My Garmin says that... What the hell? My Garmin says that I've only done 28 XSS for the whole duration of this ride. That cannot be... Oh, it shows me only half power. Which means that one of my pedals got discharged. So I can stop this because it's useless now, and I need to charge my pedals. Budeš mít těch 11 na konci?
Ne. Co bys musím dělat? Takže vlastně ještě nic.
Mhm.
Já nevím, jestli jsem vyzvedl ty body.
Ne, oranžový se ti zdublují, ale... Takže bys dostala level, ale to možná, no. Uvidíme.
Co bys se zdabloval?
Když dostaneš level, tak dostaneš nějakých 50 000 penízků. Half the work, yeah. Exactly. It's only just for the dual recording purposes. On Zwift, I'm still doing my full 120 watts. There's going to be so many riders from our team on FRR. It's going to be awesome. I'm determined to do better than Steven this time. But seeing his form lately, I probably won't, but... I kind of don't understand what you mean by that, to be honest. Maybe I missed some prior conversation. Come on, Josh, this climb is easy. Oh, this. I mean, I dual record to track of my stress score when I'm doing a ride like this on Exert. And I also dual record to, to make sure my my power readings are correct. It's not like I need the workout on Garmin. Dobře teď? Co sedlo? Lepší než tamto? Ne, jako ale předtím, myslím. Nevíš. OK. You need your workouts on Garmin for health insurance? All right, one more time. One more time. Ten jsme na začátku. It's going to be spicy, but I doubt it's going to be as spicy as the last one. It legit took me 2 days to recover from that one. Yeah, I legit don't remember when was the last time I was hurting that much during a race. Kilák a půl. Kilák a půl. I was kind of hoping to be done with the socks until the FRR, but I think I'm still missing like 10 hours. So I'm not going to have the advantage for the whole tour. No worries, man. Yeah, thanks everyone for joining. We'll see if there is going to be another one next week. If it is, me and Steven won't be participating due to the world tour, but I'd be really glad if it happened even without us. And obviously, still the long route of stage 6 is remaining, so I think it would be better for all of you to do it in a group. Oh, I forgot my feather. Sorry, guys. Thanks everyone for joining. Also, don't forget after the banner to turn around and get 3 kilometers riding down. Good job, everyone. Hned ti řeknu, počkej. Musíš to rozšlapat trošku. Musíš jít aspoň 10 km hodně. Tak a teďka zmáčkni šipku dolů dlouze. Nejdřív dej event. A teď. Tak. A musíš dojet na kraj toho kopce v tom. Could you organize watch along event? Yeah, that could be fun. That could be fun. So I'm going to get some 3 kilometers as well, riding down. Nej, det vidim. Det vidim. A tě nedojedu.
Co?
Tě nedojedu. Okay, guys. That's it for me. Go watch the Olympics. If you haven't joined our club, join the club. Feel free to put RTB tag in your naming game to promote our club. Join our Discord. Lots of fantastic conversations there. Lots of pet pictures, food pictures, drink pictures. And during Olympics also a lot of trash talk between Czechs and Canadians mainly. And if you're in the States, enjoy your Super Bowl today. And don't forget to have wings, because that's like in the law that you need to have wings during Super Bowl. So hopefully see you tomorrow. Hopefully Steven is going to be alright tomorrow for racing the last stage of Tour de Zwift 2026. It's going to be brutal once again. Hopefully it's not going to be as brutal as last week, because I don't want to relive it anytime soon. But if it's happening, it's 6:15 European again. Stream starts half an hour before that with a warm-up, a little bit of chat. So hopefully see you tomorrow. Ciao, guys.